Welcome into the Lions Den for tonight's Lady Lion action against Lincoln Christian. This is Nick Krause, joined in the booth for the first time this year by last year's mainstay, Gage Schulten. Gage, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. Tired after a grueling basketball practice, but it's great to be back.
It's great to have you back up here in the Louisville Athletic Booster Club box broadcast booth, along with Chase Rasby over at Master Control, flipping the switches. Let's first get to the lineups for tonight's ballgame. First for Lincoln Christian Crusaders. The Lincoln Christian Crusaders will be started by number 20, Emerson Chris, a 5'5 senior. Number 22, Maddie Harms, a 5'11 junior. Number 23, Lauren Swan, a 5'11 junior. Number 31, Addie Ehlers, a 5'10 senior. And number 42, Kennedy Ailes, a 6-foot freshman. They are coached by Britt Ehlers and assisted by Linda Rowe, Seth Holland, Amber Morrison, Scott Klein, and Jesse Hill. And now,
I got it. Now for the Louisville Lady Lions starting lineups, they'll be led by number 11, Sagan Leach, a 5'6 junior. Number 23, Avery Heilig, a 5'7 senior. Number 25, Brooke Smith, a 5'8 senior. Number 33, a 5'10 senior, Jalen Gaston. And number 41, a 6-foot sophomore, Ella Johnson. The Lions are coached by Wally Johnson, assisted by Jeff Hahn and Caitlin Shepard.
And that home lineup is brought to you by All the Home Things. From clothes to throws and knickknacks to backpacks, get all your home decor and nifty gifts from Christine, Allison, and the gang at All the Home Things, where they specialize in making a house a home. Thank you to All the Home Things for your support of all things Louisville activities.
You know, I'm really excited for this one. Haven't been back, and it's been almost a year.
Almost a year since you've been up here on the horn calling basketball.
I'm glad to have some fun again.
Keys to tonight's ball game brought to you by the hometown team. Coach Johnson said these are the things to be looking for. How do they handle the Lincoln Christian pressure? They need to make their shots and make some stops defensively. Also just play hard, because this is going to be a tough team to overcome here tonight. Lincoln Christian will control the basketball to start the game. Number 22 has the ball in the lane, passes back out to Ailes. Ailes drives in, back in to Ailes. Goes up with the left hand, he's up and in. 2 points, Lincoln Christian.
Yeah, Lincoln Christian off to a fast start as Sagan Leach pushes it down the court, gives it to Avery Heilig. She can dribble to the top of the key, gives it to Brooke Smith on the wing for a three. The three's up and no good, a little bit long.
Ball's going to bounce around and end up in the hands of Heilig.
Heilig gets the offensive rebound. She's going to set it back up to Leach to set up the offense. Gives it over to Brooke Smith on the far side. Brooke Smith looking to get a post entry.
Coach Johnson yelling out some orders as they continue with their offensive surge.
Ella J looks for the left-handed baby floater, and it is no good.
Rebound, Ehlers quickly up the court to Ailes. Swan has it. Back to Ailes for three. Her shot is up and no good. Rebound. Bounces away, picked up by Harms, top of the key. Ailes has it, it's going to pass over to Chris, loses the handle and back at the logo. Passes in to Harms in the lane. Back to Ailes, who's not afraid to take three-point attempts. Meanwhile, rebounded chance ends up in the hands of the Lincoln Christian Crusaders, but the ball goes out of bounds off of Lincoln Christian's going to go with the Lions.
I think a big key to this game is going to end up being the Lions on the boards. They've already given up 3 offensive rebounds, and if they need to come out on top, they need to hunt down those rebounds. And really need to take advantage of those.
Agreed.
Sagan Leach is going to swing it over to Heilig on the far wing. Kicks it back up to Ella Johnson on the top of the key. Down to Leach on the near side wing. Post entry to Jalen Gaston is denied. Lincoln Christian ball.
Ailes gets it over to number 31, Ehlers. Ehlers quickly down court to Chris. Chris gets it in. Ehlers going to take a shot. It is up and no good. Ball bounced around. Rebound, Lincoln Christian. Ball on the floor. Bit of a scrum. Taken away by Louisville.
Oh, Johnson's probably going to get credit for that steal after kind of wrestling around on the floor for that one. But Lions really need to focus on getting those defensive boards when they can. Heilig's going to get it and drive baseline. Kind of refused, but kind of puts up a little spin shot, and she's going to get her own rebound. Kind of sets up on the wing, kicks it off to Leach. Leach is going to drive in, kicks it out to Smith. Smith looking around on the wing, drives baseline, and she is fouled.
Blocks to be called, and number 23, Lauren Swan. That's her first personal foul. Team foul number 1.5 for Lincoln Christian.
Into the game for the Lions is number 13, Leah Kalkowski, a 5'7 senior.
She will take the inbound pass right here underneath the hoop.
Lions kind of in an offset box here. Both the people on the wing are going to set a cross screen, and then Lincoln Christian's going to deflect the ball out of bounds on the inbounds.
Into the lineup for Lincoln Christian will be Ashlyn Ailes. That's junior.
Avery Heilig's going to look to inbound it here. She gets it into Leach on the wing. Leach, ball tipped away from her, gets it back to Heilig. Heilig back to Leach. Into Gaston in the post, kicks it out to Leah Kolkowski, over to Leach on the wing for a three. It's up and no good, a little bit strong. Heilig's going to get another offensive rebound. Kicks it up to Leach, top of the key, gets a post entry into Gaston, and Gaston will be fouled.
Foul's going to be called on number 23, Lauren Swan. That's already her second personal foul, second team foul of the half at 5:26 to go in the first quarter.
Lions kind of in a YMCA line look coming up here. Kicks it up to Heilig. Heilig for the long three. It's up and good.
Boom!
Nails it. That puts the Lions up 3-2 early with 5:25 left here in the first quarter.
Emerson Chris quickly down court to Ailes. Ailes finds other Ailes. Shot is up, no good. Ball's going to tip around, end up in the hands of Avery Heilig. Quickly, 3 rebounds here in the last minute.
Yeah, she gets it off to Leach.
Thank you. 4 rebounds for Avery Heilig.
And Leach is going to try to pass it away, but Abbott steals it, and the layup is no good, but she is fouled, so she will go to the line for 2 shots.
Lauren Swan will go to the line shooting 2. Foul's going to be called on number 25, Brooke Smith. That's her first personal foul. Team foul number 1.5 for the Lions.
I think Lions need to stay out of foul trouble here. That can come back to hurt them.
First shot is up and good by Swan. Into the lineup, Ella Johnson.
Brooke Smith is going to take a seat here pretty early. Ella Johnson got a breather, and she's back into the game for the Lions, so she'll look to do some work in the post.
Short rotation of 7 to 8. Coach Johnson's going to want to keep people in and out right now because it seems like Lincoln Christian's not afraid to
Leach
run.
does a good job of bringing the ball down the court as she weaves in and out of the Lincoln Christian press. The Lions handled it pretty well for the first time seeing it tonight. Leah Kolkowski looks around, gets a elbow entry to Johnson. Johnson's elbow jumpers up and no good.
Rebound by Jalen Gaston.
Gaston's going to go up for the shot, but she is fouled on the way up, so she will go to the line for 2. Fouls on number 23.
23, Lauren Swan. That's her 3rd personal foul of this ball game. Team foul number 3.
That was a very quick 3 for halfway through the first quarter. Gaston's first free throw is going to be up, and it rims out. So Lions will remain down 1 here with 4:45 left in the first. And as expected,
Patty Ayler's back in the lineup, and number 23, Lauren Swan, goes out.
Yeah, she probably won't see much court time for the rest of the first half. Gaston's second free throw is up and no good, so the Lions do not cash in on the free throw opportunities.
If they're going to stay in this ball game with the Crusaders, they're going to need to make those shots at the free throw line. Andy Hoozer's going to be the player that came in for Lauren Swan. Shot is up and good. 3-point bucket for Lincoln Christian. Up 4.
Lions are going to face this press again, and they're getting pretty good diagonals, good looks. Get it to Heilig in the corner, Kolkowski on the wing. Hands back off to Heilig for the very deep 3, and it is no good. Left it just a bit short.
Rebound, number 22, Maddie Harms comes down with it for Lincoln Christian. Quickly up the court to Ashlyn Ailes. At the elbow, she's going to tie it to the top. The other Ailes player. Shot is up by Ehlers, up and no good. Rebound, Ella Johnson comes down with it.
Leach is going to bring it up. No press this time. It looks like the Crusaders are only going to play that made shot press, but Leach looks like Gaston inside for the 2 points. So that brings the Lions within 2 here halfway through the first.
Travel is going to be called on number 42, Kennedy Ailes, and it's going to be Lion basketball into the lineup.
Into the game for the Lions, number 35, Abby Bruce. I didn't see who checked in for Lincoln Christian.
I did not catch Christian's check in. Number 4, it's going to be Annie Huser.
Leach is going to bring the ball up the court here, looking to maybe tie up or even put the Lions ahead here, maybe with a 3 from Heilig. She's been shooting it pretty well here in the last few games. Johnson's going to get at the top of the key. He looks around. They're playing pretty good on-ball defense. Johnson's dribbling around. Finds a post entry to Bruce. Back out to Johnson. Johnson kicks it out to Kolkowski. Kolkowski finds a skip pass to Heilig. Heilig looks to drive baseline, but she's denied. She's kind of dribbling around. They're playing a really good press defense on her. Kicks it down to Kolkowski. Kolkowski's pass is tipped, but Johnson comes up with it. Johnson passes it up to Leach. They're playing very tight defense right now, no matter where they're on the court.
Yes, number 32, Jenna Wiltfong, is actually keeping tabs on
a very
Ella
good
Johnson.
post entry to Ella Johnson.
Ella Johnson makes it for 2, tying the game at 7 with 3 minutes to go. Quickly up court, the Crusaders come. Ashley Nails takes it over to Wiltfong, or to number 31, Addie Ehlers. Over across the Huser. Huser takes it in, passes it down to Wiltfong. Back out to number 3, Ashley Nails, who hits the three-pointer, brings the lead back to 10-7 for the Crusaders.
Lions are going to have to face this press once again. They didn't break it the last time as easily as they did the first time, but they're getting pretty good diagonal still and still being able to press it. Leach she does not find Johnson, overshoots her just a tad underneath the hoop.
Goes out of bounds, Crusader basketball.
Yep. Into the game for the Lions, number 33, Jalen Gaston. Ella Johnson will take a breather here for the Lions.
All right, inbound the basketball right now to number 3, Ashley Nail. She'll bring it over across the Lion logo for the Crusaders. She's going to pass in to Harms. Harms is in the lane. She's going to pass out to Ehlers. Ehlers thought about a 3. He's going to pass it over to Ailes. Ailes over to Wiltfong. Wiltfong into Harms. Harms is going to pass out. Wiltfong for 3. Not afraid to take a shot as well. Rebound long off the basket by Gaston.
Yeah, Gaston's going to get the rebound there, and she'll pass it to Leach. Back to Gaston, top of the key. Kicks it to Kolkowski. She makes a pretty good pass down to Heilig underneath. She puts up a spin move, and she'll be blocked. And it'll remain Lewis with the ball right under the hoop. Into the game for the Lions will be number 25, Brooke Smith.
In the lineup for the Crusaders is going to be number 42, Kennedy Ailes, and number 21, Ava Schneider.
Kolkowski's looking around. Lions run that same play underneath where both the people on the wings cross and set screens to get those open looks underneath the basket.
2-3 zone being ran right now by the Crusaders.
They're going to call a double dribble on Kolkowski, so it'll be Crusaders ball. 1:41 left here in the first, 7-10 Crusaders.
Schneider will take the inbound pass right in front of her own bench. Over to Ashley Nails. She's going to quickly drive to the lane. Passes over to Houston for 3. Shot is up and no good. Ball's going to bounce around. It's going to be on the floor. End up in the hands of Gasser, who gets over to Kolkowski.
Kolkowski's going to bring it up the floor for the Lions. She's going to be the ball handler since Leach is out. Gives it over to Smith on the far side. Smith passes back to Heilig. Out about the volleyball line. Heilig looking around, gets it to Bruce, top of the key. Brooke Smith sets a very good screen. Knocks down Kolkowski's defender, and her 3 is just a little bit long.
Kennedy Ailes with the rebound quickly up court to Huser. Huser's going to drive, get it over to number 21. Her shot is up. It's going to bounce off the back. They're going to call over the backboard. Lion basketball, 1:02 to go in the first period.
Yeah, Brooke Smith set a phenomenal screen for the Lions. And that ended up leading to a Kolkowski shot, but she couldn't cash in. Anyways, Lions are going to bring it down the court. Off to Heilig, over to Kolkowski, back to Heilig. Heilig's going to have the wide open 3. It's up and no good like Mike's girlfriend.
Iron unkind. Brooke Smith gets the rebound over back to Heilig.
Back to Heilig. She's going to have it on the far corner. Back to Brooke Smith in the corner. Gets a good post entry, and the ball is going to be fought for. People rolling around, and they're going to call a travel on Gaston as she rolled over with the ball. Into the game for the Lions will be number 41, Ella Johnson. Number 15, Ella Culver. And it appears Sagan Leach will be back in the game for the Lions, too. 33 seconds left here. Lincoln Christian has the ball. 7-10.
Ball's going to be taken away from
Ella Culver showing excellent hustle. Ball's kind of rolling around the floor.
Tipped around to Huser. Huser in the lane. She's going to drive it herself. Her shot is up, no good. But the foul is going to be called as she was going up for the shot. So Huser will go to the line shooting 2.
Ella Culver showing excellent hustle there. She kind of tipped the ball away, then got on the floor for the ball. That's exactly what the Lions are going to need going forward. They needed to fight for those defensive rebounds, and they weren't getting them. And hopefully Ella Culver will provide a spark for them, getting those boards and hustle plays.
First shot by Huser's up and no good. Going for the second shot. Her approach is up and it's good.
Heilig's going to check into the game for the Lions again. And that'll give Ella Culver a break. She must have just been in for a defensive dead ball. So she'll take a seat. I assume we'll see her a little later in the game. Lions will inbound it. Gaston's bringing it up to court. Gives it off to Leach. Leach is going to try to dribble through the defenders, and she does. Gives it to Gaston. Gaston drives. She goes up, and she is fouled, so she will go to the line for 2 shots with 10.4 left here in the first. Lions trail 4.
First personal foul on Jenna Wiltfong. That's team foul number 4 of the half for the Crusaders.
Yeah, it looks like Ella Culver's going to check back in for the defensive dead ball so she can provide some hustle for the Lions. Gaston approaches her first free throw. It's up and no good, just a little bit long.
Right now, 0 for 3 from the line right now is usually a really good free throw shooter, Jalen Gaston.
Yeah, she's kind of been struggling at that, but it'll be okay. She'll probably pull through. She'll get plenty more opportunities. She shoots a lot of free throws. Her second approach is up and good. That'll be her first free throw made on the night.
1 of 4 from the line. 10 seconds remain. Quickly, Crusaders move the ball up court really quick. It's at the top of the key to Kennedy Ailes.
2,
She's going to go up. Blocked by Ella Johnson to end the period. And after 1, the score is 11-8 Crusaders.
Yeah, after the first quarter, I think my thoughts are Lions definitely need to get the defensive boards. They give them a lot of second chance points there. And if they're going to want to find themselves on top at the end of this game, they need to work hard for those boards. And they're playing pretty good defense for like first shot defense, like Coach Vogt says. But they need to work hard on the boards. What do you think, Krause?
Right now, Avery Heilig's a beast on the boards. She's finding ways to get through. Both teams, like right now, I think Lincoln Christian seems a little up for this, but there are a lot of people aren't fighting for the boards right away. So right now at a quarter break, one of our words from our sponsor, Louisville Family Dental, we bring smiles to rural Nebraska. Dr. Piper Larson's practice in Louisville offers preventative services, restorations, whitening, traditional orthodontics, Invisalign, Botox, and more. Call them at 402-234-3000 to schedule an appointment. Thank you, Louisville Family Dental, for your support of Louisville activities. Gage, could you give us a quick look at the scoreboard?
Yeah, quick stat rundown for the Lions. Avery Heilig has a three-pointer. Jalen Gaston has 3 points off a made field goal and 1 free throw. And Ella Johnson has 2 points. That puts the Lions at 8 points. I think they usually put up a lot more offensive production, but I'm sure they'll get rolling here before no time. Anyways, Leach is going to bring the ball up the court. Gives it up to Heilig. Down to Ella Johnson in the corner. Kicks it back up to Leach. Leach is looking around top of the key. Gives it to Heilig. Heilig, nice little free throw drive. Goes up for the shot, and she makes it. So that puts the Lions down 1 here at the start of the second.
Not afraid to move the ball with a lot of pace up the court. The Crusaders come. Ailes passes in the other Ailes. Number 42 passes over to Ellers. Ellers thought about it. It's going to pass over the corner. Number 22, Harms. Harms into the lane. She's going to go up with a layup. And
Ella Johnson's going to get the block. She has a few blocks already, so that's a big positive for the Lions on defense right now.
Jalen Gaston knocks it away from Ellers. Meanwhile, around the perimeter, travel is going to be called on Ellers. It's going to be Louisville basketball, 7:13 to go in the second period.
Lions coming out with a lot of momentum right now. A block, a quick bucket. So they're looking up on this quarter. Crusaders are going to show that. Looks like a 1-2-2 press once again. Or it looks like a 1-2-2 press. Leach is going to dribble it around, breaks through 3 Crusader defenders, and they fight for it on the floor, and they're going to call it jump ball. Looks like it will be Lincoln Christian possession.
Lincoln Christian will have the ball. Lincoln Christian impressively is running at least a 10-person rotation right now. They are getting a lot of people looks, and they're not all afraid to take shots.
Yeah, that's huge. You can give them a lot of breathers, and you can have a lot of fresh bodies by the end of the game.
Ashlyn Ailes is going to go up for the layup. It's going to be no good, and it's going to be Jalen Gaston with the rebound.
Yeah, Gaston's starting to work really hard on the boards, and that's going to be another bright spot for the Lions on defense. Hopefully they can keep that up. Leach brings it down the court for the Lions to Gaston, over to Smith on the far wing. She looks across to Heilig. Heilig wide open 3. It's up and no good, just a little bit long. But Brooke Smith is going to get an offensive rebound. She dribbles around, dribbles baseline, goes up for the shot, and she will be fouled. So she will go to the line for 2, hoping to put the Lions ahead by 1 with 6:30 left here in the second.
Foul's going to be called on Addie Ehlers. That's her first personal foul. Team foul of that. Number 5 of the half for the Crusaders.
Brooke Smith, pretty consistent free throw shooter for the Lions. Her first one's up and good. Bounces in. So that'll tie the game up here at 11. No foul trouble really for any team yet, except for
team fouls 5 and number 23, Lauren Swan for Crusaders.
Yeah, she has 3, but Brooke Smith's second free throw is up and no good. Lincoln Christian will get it in transition.
Loses the handle, falls to the ground.
Lincoln Christian kind of getting the ball around here. They swing it over across the wing.
Quickly over into the corner. Number 22, Harms, finds Ellers in underneath. Back out around the perimeter to Kennedy Ailes. She's going to back her way in, gets it out to Addie Ailes, but Ehlers back into Ailes. Shot is up and no good.
But she's going to be fouled. I think it's by Jalen Gaston.
She's going to go in the line shooting to Kennedy Ailes.
Yeah, it's going to be
Jalen Gaston's first personal foul. Team foul number 3 of the half for the Lions. 6:06 to go in this first half. A rather quick half to be exact, too.
Yes.
First shot is up, bounces out.
Yeah, a lot of free throws so far early here for both teams. A lot of them been shooting fouls.
3 of 5 from the line right now for the Crusaders and 2 for 6 from the line for the Lions. Second shot is up and good, and that's going to bring the score 12-11 Crusaders.
Leach is going to bring the ball in diagonal to Gaston, across to Johnson. Johnson rolls in and out of her fingertips. Lincoln Christian's going to get the steal.
Number 20 has it. She's going to drive it to the lane, pass it back to Ashley Ailes, who thought about a three. She's going to drive herself, picks it up. Layup's no good. Number 20. Ooh, number 20, Emerson Chris went up for the layup. Looked like there might have been clean, but a foul's going to be called on Sagan Leach. That's going to be Sagan's first personal foul. Team foul number 4 of the half for the Lions.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty clean block, but apparently they must have. Refs are pretty strict on what you can do with your arms. Her first free throw is up and good. Abby Bruce is going to check into the game for the Lions. Ella Johnson's going to take a quick breather for them.
This is Emerson's Chris's first points of the game tonight for the Crusaders. It's the 5th Crusader with points. Second shot is up and good.
Into the game for the Lincoln Christian Crusaders will be number
23, Lauren Swan, the player that we talked about having 3 fouls to begin.
Yeah, she's got to be really careful here. If she goes into halftime with 4, she's going to be in big trouble. Anyways, Leach is going to bring it up. Diagonals over to Gaston, over to Smith, back to Gaston. Gaston passes it across the court to Leach. Leach steps out of bounds on the near side, kind of looking to draw a foul there, but she steps out of bounds. No foul called, so it'll be Lincoln Christian possession.
Swan's going to get it into Chris. Chris is going to move up across to the top of the key and pass off to Ashley Nails. Ashley Nails is going to find Harms. Harms over to Chris at the elbow. She'll get it into Ashley Nails about free throw, and she'll back off top of the key. She'll pass off over to Swan. Swan's going to pass it in to Ehlers. Up to Kennedy Ailes.
Abby Bruce with a really good wall up there. She doesn't swat or anything. She just walled up and took it right in the chest, and they ended up missing the shot.
Swan and Ailes played a little hot potato there. Ball's going to be taken away by Brooke Smith, quickly bringing it up for the Lions.
Brooke Smith was looking to give some pace there on the transition, but she ended up slowing it down. Gives it off to Heilig. She has it at the top of the key. Dribble handoff over to Leach. Back to Heilig on the near side of wing. Abby Bruce doing some work in the post, looking for that post entry, but they end up swinging it around on the outside. Leach post entry to Bruce, and Bruce is fouled on the way up, so she will go to the line for 2. Lions trail by 3. 4:49 left here in the second.
That's going to be Maddie Harms' first personal foul, team foul number 6 of the half for the Crusaders.
Yeah, one more foul for the Crusaders, and the Lions will be in bonus. That could be big for them.
Brett Ehlers is talking to the referee over on the sideline.
Bruce's first free throw is up and good. Into the game for the Lions will be Leah Kalkowski and Ella Johnson. Brooks Smith and Jalen Gaston will take a break.
In the lineup for the Crusaders, number 4, Annie Huser, and number 31, Addie Ehlers.
Abby Bruce approaches her second free throw. Looking to put him down by 1. It's up and good. The bank is open. Indeed.
14-13 Crusader lead, and once again up the court they come. Crusaders going to march. Chris Hazzig's going to pass over the wing to Huser. Huser's going to move her over towards the top of the key over to Ehlers. Ehlers finds Swan for 3. Her shot is up, hits the back of the rim, and then once again Heilig with another board.
That's going to be Heilig's 5th board. If she keeps that up, she could be in double-double range by the end of the game. Leach with a nice post entry to Bruce. Bruce's layup is up and no good. Kalkowski's going to fight hard and gets the offensive rebound. Gives it off to Heilig. She's going to reset the offense here. Coach Johnson yelling out a set here. Crusaders keep playing that really tight defense no matter where they're on the court. Leach is being face guarded at the top, even at the Lion logo. Kalkowski with the nice post entry to Bruce, and Bruce's layup is no good.
Just high off the glass, ended up in the hands of Emerson Chris, who brings it down herself over to Swan in the corner. Finds Kennedy Ailes at the top. She's going to take the three-point shot. It's going to be a little long. End up in the hands of a Crusader. Huser quickly over to Kennedy Ailes, who's going to drive the lane, put it up herself. Rebound, Abby Bruce.
Yeah, Lions, they ended up not getting the first defensive rebound anyways. Leach is going to put a nice pass down court to Johnson. Johnson puts up 2 layups, and both of them do not fall, so it'll be the Lincoln Christian Crusaders in transition.
Emerson Chris finds Addie Ehlers. Rebound, Ella Johnson. Three-pointer, no good.
A lot of quick shots here. Not really much offense to be played.
And finally a whistle.
It's going to be timeout for the Lions with 3:21 left here in the second. 13-14 Crusaders lead.
During this timeout, a quick word from one of our sponsors, Woody Physical Therapy. Did you know that Woody Physical Therapy is the only physical therapy clinic in Cass County with a warm water aquatic therapy pool? This pool allows for patients of all ages to work on their deficits in a manner that is often more comfortable than traditional land therapy. Warm water allows for better blood flow, helps to increase range of motion, allows for improved and increased weight-bearing status, and aids in the strength and balance work. Just to name a few. Call them at 402-234-3333 to learn more about aquatic therapy or schedule a free consultation.
I would also like to give out a nice happy birthday shout-out to my partner in crime, Mr. Krause. What are you, 60?
Well, it's funny because Ellen Peterson thought I was 50, but she's an English teacher and numbers are not her game.
Yeah, we know.
Meanwhile.
Anyways, Bruce is going to hand it off to Heilig, top of the key. Heilig, some steps underneath, and
she's in pain.
She's coming down the court, holding her arm. Johnson's going to get a steal and transition. Leach, pass it up to Heilig. Heilig's going to dribble it up. Dribbles underneath, and her baseline drive is denied. She looks like she wants to do it all herself right now. She needs to give the ball off. Gives it off to Johnson. Johnson dribbling around on the wing. Borderline snaps some ankles. Gives it off to Leach. Leach still being face guarded. Leach, nice post entry to Bruce. Awesome pass, and Bruce is going to be swatted. So that'll stay Lions basketball. Into the game for the Lions is Jalen Gaston, Brooke Smith, and Ella Culver.
Inbound pass will come underneath the basket.
Kolkowski is looking to inbound it. Pass it up to Johnson. It is stolen away by Johnson.
Hales quickly up court, finds Laura Swan. Laura Swan's shot is up, bounces away, no good. End up the hand of Huser. Huser over to Ehlers. Ehlers' pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by Jalen Gaston.
Gaston playing really good active hands there. She had her hands up, and she was stopping anything that was coming her way.
Quickly into Ehlers. Ehlers over to Huser. Huser to the top of the key. She's going to pass it over, and it's going to be stolen by Jalen Gaston.
Jalen
Quickly
Gaston
up the court.
Playing great defense. She looks to take it down the court all herself. Goes down, goes up for the shot, and she'll be fouled, so she will go to the line for 2 shots. Lions trailing by 1. That also puts the Lions in bonus with the Crusaders' 7th foul. That'll be number 23.
Laura Swans, that should be, according to our stats, that's her 4th personal foul.
That should be her 4th personal.
Scoreboard says 3.
I think it's 4. And the Crusaders are putting an absolute platoon swap as 5 Crusaders will sub in and 5 will go out. I have never seen that in a varsity basketball game before. But you do you, says Leah Kolkowski. Did Jay Leonard shoot one?
First shot went up, and it looked like it was no good. We're down to shooting 1.
Yep, Jalen Gaston's going to shoot her second. And her second free throw is up and good.
Tie ball game 14-all with 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go.
Brooke Smith playing pretty good on-ball defense there. Lions active hands on defense, and Ella Culver's going to get a steal. She's really putting in the work on defense here. She was looking to bring it up the court. She kind of got bumped there, and she tried to stop, but she ends up traveling. It's not really a big deal. 2 minutes and 1 second left here in the second, all knotted up at 14. Into the game for the Lions, number 23, Avery Heilig, and number 13, Leah Kolkowski.
Into the lineup for the Crusaders, number 10, Amelia Holen. Quickly over to number 10, Holen. To number 21, Schneider. Schneider in to Chris. Ball goes in. Shot is up and no good. Ball bounces around into the hands of Kennedy Yales. Up and good for 2, 16-14 Crusaders.
Kolkowski's going to be the ball handler now that Leach is out of the game. They pass it up to Heilig. Heilig's going to bring it up the court. Puts two defenders on a rail. She's going to look to bring it in. Kicks it out to Ella Aberg. Aberg over to Kolkowski. Brooke Smith doing some work in the post, looking for a floater to go up for a layup. But Kolkowski continues to hold on the wing. Gives it off to Heilig. Gaston doing really good work in the post. She goes up and she is fouled. So she will go to the line for 2 more. Looking to knot it up at 16 with 1:20 left here in the second.
That's going to be Kennedy Ailes' first personal foul. Team foul number 8 of the half for the Crusaders.
And a very special announcement brought to you by Coach Krause, who is very excited about this one.
Really? What are you talking about? We already talked about my birthday. First shot is up and good by Jalen Gaston, 15-16, Louisville, round 1.
I think it has been announced that the Louisville Public Schools will not have school tomorrow due to the snow and inclement weather, out of abundance of caution.
Well, that's wonderful news for those of you listening at home and some of those in the building tonight. Passes out over on the wing to number 12 or number 10, Holland. Rebound, Avery Heilig.
Heilig with 6 boards so far tonight. She's really putting an effort on the defensive side of things. She's going to have it on the wing. Looks into Gaston, kicks it out to Abrick. Abrick for 3 is up and no good. A little bit to the left.
Ball's going to end up in the hands of Leah Kalkowski.
Kalkowski works really hard for the offensive board, gives it to Heilig. She has in the corner 50 seconds left here in the half. Heilig dribbles free throw line, and Jalen Gaston is absolutely bodied, finds herself on the floor, so she will go to the line for a 1-and-1. That is number 42.
42, Kennedy Ailes. That's her second personal foul of this ball game. Team foul number 9.
Yeah, Gaston shooting more free throws. I don't know how many she shot tonight.
She's up to 8, and she's only made 3. 375 from the free throw line. Shot is up.
Free throws up and no good, so she'll go 3 for 9 here in the first half with free throws.
Quickly down the court, the Crusaders come. Chris loses the handle on the basketball a little bit as she brings it up. Passes over the wing to Huser. Huser, 37 seconds to go, first half. Gives it in to number 22, Harms. Shot is up and no good. Rebound, Brooke Smith.
Brooke Smith gives it up to Leach. 30 seconds left here in the half. Leach is going to put on some handles. Gets past the Lincoln Christian press. She's kind of bullying around, and her pass is stolen. And then
a reach by Jalen Gassett. She'll be called for the foul. Jalen's going to be charged with the foul. Second personal foul. Team foul number 5, the half for the Lions.
End of the game for the Lions is number 41, Ella Johnson. Number 15, Ella Culver. Ella Culver been flying around on defense for the Lions, so she'll look to provide a spark here. 20 seconds left in the half.
Top, Chris gets it in over to Harms. Harms over to 21. On the wing, Schneider. Schneider gets it over across to Holland. Back to Schneider. Schneider gets it into Harms. Harms is going to drive, decide to bring up her dribble.
3,
Schneider.
2,
Schneider
1.
gets it over to Harms for a shot. Shot is up and no good. And after one half, we have Lincoln Christian Crusaders with 16, the Louisville Lions with 15. Quick look at the scoreboard right now. Jayla Gaston, Avery Heilig both with 5. Abby Bruce, Ella Johnson with 2, and Brooke Smith with 1. And for the Lincoln Christian Crusaders, they are being paced right now by Ashlyn Ailes with 6 points, Kennedy Ailes with 5, while Lauren Swan, Emerson Chris have 2, and Aiden Huser has 1 from the line.
Yeah, big takeaways from the first half. Lions have started working really hard on the offensive boards, which is kind of a shock. Most of the time you'd see them on defensive boards working hard, but the offensive boards have provided them a lot of second chance points.
All right, at the half, like we mentioned, 16:50 comeback for second half action between the Crusaders and the Lions. Welcome back for second half action between the Crusaders and the Lions. Right now we have a score of 16-15 as we start the second half. Lion basketball coming out of the break.
The energy in the gym is very up right now after the Lions have found out they have no school tomorrow. So that is a positive. Hopefully that will translate to good basketball play.
Right now, Brooke Smith in the corner will try to get it into Jalen Gaston, taken away by the Crusaders.
Crusaders will get it in transition.
Ashlyn Ailes has it for the Crusaders. Crusaders gets it over to Ellers. Ellers across court.
Whoa. Oh.
Kennedy Ailes didn't look like she was waiting for that ball to come. Back to Emerson Chris at the top of the key. She'll get it into number 22, Maddie Harms. Maddie Harms finds Addie Ellers. Ellers is a drive baseline, decide against it, pass across to Kennedy Ailes, who will take it herself. She'll attack the rim. Up and no good. Block by Ella Johnson. Whoa. Another block by Ella Johnson. 2 blocks to the last attempt.
Ella Johnson with another block. That'll be 3 blocks on the possession. There'll be a jump ball on the floor. Possession will stay with the Lincoln Christian Crusaders under their own hoop. 7:19 left here in the third. That was a wild possession. The entire Lion pride underneath the hoop.
Correct.
Did a great job of walling up. No fouls were handed out, so that's an excellent possession for the Lions.
Number 20, Emerson Chris is going to lay up herself. It's up and no good. Rebound
Avery
once
Heilig.
again. Avery Heilig.
That'll be her 7th on the night. That's something to keep watch of as Leach brings it up to court. Pass over to Smith. Smith turns down an open 3, gives it back to Leach. Leach bounce pass across the top of the key to Gaston. Gaston over to Heilig on the far wing, right in front of the Lions' home bench. Back to Johnson, kind of slips out of her hands, gets it back to Smith. Smith kind of sets up for a 3, pass it off to Heilig. Heilig
loses the handle, but it's tripped out of bounds by Emerson Chris of the Crusaders.
Possession will stay with the Lions right in front of their home bench. Looks like Smith will pass it out. Leach comes across court, gets the inbounds pass right at the Lions' word logo, not the head. Gives it over to Gaston. Gaston fights for it on the floor, and it'll be taken away by Lincoln Christian.
Addie Ellers quickly over to Emerson Chris. Quickly up court, come the Crusaders. She'll pass off over to Ashlyn Ailes. Ashlyn Ailes will pass across to Kennedy Ailes for 3, and her shot is up and no good. Bounces around. Ball's going to be taken down by Emerson Chris. Emerson Chris, top of the key. She's going to pass over to Maddie Harms. She's going to try to go in, but it's not going to work. Kennedy Ailes for 3. Her shot is up and just a little too strong. Emerson Chris is going to be bumped by Brooke Smith, and that's going to be Brooke Smith's second personal foul. That's team foul number 1 of the half.
Once again, defensive boards and the inability to get them is hurting the Lions. It's going to get them into foul trouble here coming into the later parts of the game. And getting those defensive boards is going to be huge for the Lions.
All right. Well, now a word from one of our sponsors, Witty 24/7 Wellness. It is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Provides members the opportunity to jump on a treadmill, elliptical, stair climber, or bike. Members also have access to a variety of cable and free weight systems to increase their strength. If you're needing physical therapy or you want to improve your wellness, give them a call today at 402-234-3333. Thank you, Witty 24/7 Wellness, for your support of Louisville activities. 6:13 to go here in the third quarter. The score still stands 16-15. Addie Ehlers will take this ball in for the Crusaders, looking to pass it in. Finds Kennedy Ailes. Kennedy Ailes back to Chris. Chris is going to take a 3-point shot. It's going to be off the back of the rim. Ball's going to bounce around, end up in the hands once again. Emerson Chris. Emerson Chris cross court to Addie Ehlers. She thought about a 3. Is going to drive it in herself. Shot is up and no good. Rebound, Jalen Gaston.
They finally get a rebound after 4 offensive rebounds by the Crusaders. That'll be huge for the Lions to go into the later parts of the game if they want to pull this one out. Pass into Heilig on the near block. Heilig dribbles around, kind of working around. Gaston sets a nice screen. Heilig's layup's going to be up and no good, and no one touched it. So that will be Crusaders ball going the other way. 5:40 left here in the third.
Score has not changed since the half. Still 16-15. Ball's going to be passed into Ailes. Ailes quickly up to Harms. Harms up to Ailes. Ailes goes in against Johnson. Johnson bodied Ailes as she went up for the shot.
Yeah.
She'll be called for the personal foul. Second personal foul. Team foul number 2 of the half for the Lions.
Ella Johnson's problem there. She jumped when she came in. If she probably would have just stayed and maybe have flopped a little bit, she probably would have got the charge call and it'd be going the other way, but instead she jumped and tried to swat. And like Coach Vogt says, don't do that. It'll get you a foul every time.
First shot is up and good by Ashlyn Ailes. That scratches the dome that's been put over both hoops as the second half begins.
Into the game for the Lions will be Leah Kalkowski. Ella Johnson's going to take a breather. She has 2 fouls. 5:35 left here. Lincoln Christian up 17-15.
Amazing no buzzer for that sub in. Usually we get one of those a game. That's kind of
with those fancy red lights.
Yeah, behind on the backboard.
Yep. Gaston swings it around, gets it over to Kalkowski. Here in the near corner, Kalkowski is going to get trapped. She starts dribbling, trying to get out of it, and it's going to be a jump ball. Lions will maintain possession, but the possession arrow will go back to Lincoln Christian. Here after the inbound, Kalkowski is going to be the inbounder for the Lions.
Checking in the lineup is going to be Annie Huser for the Lincoln Christian Crusaders, taking the place of Addie Ellers.
The Lady Lions kind of running the same sideline inbounds play as the men's Lions, so that is very intriguing, I think. Brooke Smith will dribble it around top of the key. She drives very hard in the paint, and she will be fouled on the way in. That'll be the Crusaders' first team foul. Foul will be on number 20 for the Crusaders.
First personal foul, team foul number 1 of the half for the Crusaders. Number 20 is Emerson Chris.
Kalkowski will be the baseline inbounder for the Lions. Gets it over to Leach. Leach drives the baseline, gets a nice post entry over to Gaston. Gaston kicks it out to Brooke Smith for the 3. It's up and no good. But Kalkowski will get the offensive board. She looks to drive baseline, pass it into Gaston. Gaston goes up for 2, and she is fouled, so she will go to the line for 2 more tonight. I believe this will be her 11th and 12th free throw attempts.
This would be her 10th and 11th.
10th and 11th. Quick math.
Number 3 is called for the foul. Ashlyn Ailes, that's her first personal foul. Team foul number 2 of the half.
Gaston approaches her first free throw. It's up and no good to the right. She's kind of finding herself struggling from the line so far tonight. Hopefully she can find her groove here later on in the game. Lions trailing by 3. Her second free throw is up and good. Sinks that one. End of the game for Lions is Abby Bruce. Brooke Smith's going to check out. Lions trail 2, 5:01 left here.
Inbound pass is going to come from Ailes to Ailes. Kennedy to Ashlyn. Ashlyn has the top of the key. She's going to pass off to Kennedy Ailes at the top of the key, being guarded by Bruce. Back to Ashlyn Ailes. Passes in. The ball's tipped away by Jalen Gaston. Kennedy Ailes has it over in the wing. She's going to get it into Maddie Harms. Maddie Harms being bodied by Jalen Gaston. Goes up for a shot, and it's in. 2 more for the Crusaders' 2016 lead.
Gaston played pretty good defense there. And Sagan Leach kind of throws up a Hail Mary, and it gets intercepted.
Taken by Kennedy Ailes. She's in the lane. Kind of loses the handle, turns around, and up and in for 2 more. 22-16 Crusaders.
That is going to be a timeout by Coach Johnson.
Coach Johnson really frustrated at that point. Came all the way across the midcourt stripe to say, hey, I want a timeout.
It's going to be a full timeout. He's probably trying to stop the momentum here as the Lions find themselves down 6. Here halfway through the third. Louis the Lion trying to get the small but mighty student section fired up.
Parent section also needing to get a little energized since the call that the snow day could be in effect. And there it's kind of gone away. 4:23 to go here in the third quarter, 22-16 Lincoln Christian. And now a word from one of our sponsors, All Family Farms, local farmer family who proudly supports Louisville athletics. All Family Farms, thank you for your support of all things Louisville. And now we are taking a selfie with some of the student section. Thank you. Once again, receiving all these birthday congratulations. Shoot, people, I just rode this rock around the sun. No big deal. It's not like I did anything special.
How fast does that rock go around the sun is the real question.
Well, I believe that's something you and Mr. Rasby could talk about. We could get him over here.
I think I'll pass.
Have a little bit of a science talk.
Hey, with that snow day tomorrow, that means we don't have to do our physics lab. That means my F will hold off for 2 more days.
Inbound pass quickly to Sagan Leach.
But Rasby knows that's not true because I'm too smart. Anyways, Heilig will bring it up the court for the Lions. Back to Kalkowski. Over to Heilig, far corner. Gets it across half court. And the pass is a little errant.
Errant? You used a word I always use.
I know.
It's like you listen sometimes.
I'm pretty great, I know. Anyways.
It tips off of Maddie Harms. It's going to be Lion basketball, 4:12 to go, third period.
Kalkowski will inbound from the sideline. Gives it off to Heilig on the wing. Back to Kalkowski, top of the key. Kalkowski looking around, dribbles, attacks the far wing. She's going to bring it back top of the key, gives it off to Leach. Leach kind of gives a jab step, dribbles off, calls for a ball screen. Dribbles it down to the corner, gives it off to Kalkowski, back to Leach. Leach, nice pass inside to Bruce. Bruce's layup is no good.
As Coach Steeren would say, finishing is what this team needs to do right now. Kennedy Ailes' pass is going to be long and go out of bounds. Louisville basketball, 3:47 to go.
Number 41, Ella Johnson will check back into the game for the Louisville Lady Lions. What part of speech is that in English?
Which part is, what word?
Louisville Lady Lions.
That's a noun?
No, but anyways.
Proper noun, dude.
Same, oh, you know what I mean. Alliteration was the word I was looking for.
That's a component of English. By the way, there's a foul called while we were talking. That's going to be on Sagan Leach. That's going to be Sagan Leach's second personal foul, team foul number 3 of the half for the Louisville Lady Lions. You were going for alliteration, yes?
Yeah, you know what I meant.
Yes. Part of speech is there's 8 of those. What you were talking about is a literary element.
Miss P, if you're watching this, please don't take offense to what was just said.
You probably don't like us. Just go back to your cats. Sagan Leach comes up with the basketball. Quickly over to Leah Kalkowski and back to Sagan Leach.
Leach will bring it across half court for the Lions. Pass it over to Johnson, over to Kalkowski. Kalkowski finds Heilig right under the hoop, and her layup is no good.
And meanwhile, the ball goes over to Emerson Chris, back up for the Crusaders. Her pass is taken away by Jalen Gaston, quickly up court.
Jalen Gaston was kind of just running on the court, and all of a sudden found the ball in her hands, and Leach is dribbling, and her dribble is tipped out of bounds by a Crusader. And the Lions find themselves right where they started, right under their own hoop, inbounding the ball. Gives it into Johnson. Kalkowski is going to bring it down the court. Passes over to Heilig. Heilig attacks middle, gives it over to Kalkowski. Back to Heilig across the court. Lions get it across in the first 10 seconds. Bounce pass over to Leach. He's going to slow down the offense here. 2:50 left here in the third. Over to Kalkowski. Kalkowski to Heilig for 3. Her three's up and no good. Gaston will get the offensive board. She goes up for 2. Her layup's up and no good. Lions fighting for the rebound, but it's going to be tipped off a Crusader. So it'll be Lion basketball underneath their own hoop. 2:45 left here in the third.
It's going to be Lions basketball. Meanwhile, both coaches barking out orders at this point. Quickly in to Gaston, up and in for 2.
Nice spin move there. Finds herself on the right side of the basket for the easy bucket.
Meanwhile, looked like Emerson Chris was going to go up for the shot. Looked like it was knocked away, but a foul is going to be called on number 13, Leah Kalkowski. That's going to be her first personal foul, team foul number 4 of the half for the Lions. The Lions shooting 2, Emerson Chris. Emerson's shot's up and good.
I think that's a big difference in the game right now is Lincoln Christian finding themselves sinking a lot of free throws as the Lions are shooting a very low percentage, much lower than usual from the charity stripe.
Second shot is up and good. Bounces in. 24-18 Crusaders.
Leach brings it up to court for the Lions, gets it up to Heilig. Heilig's going to slow it down, dribbles it around, gets it over to Smith, far wing, back to Heilig on the dribble handoff. Heilig dribbles baseline, bounce pass over to Gaston. Gaston attacks middle, over to Leach for a contested 3. Her 3's up and very long, bounce off the backboard. Offensive rebound was in Ella Johnson's hands, but is not anymore.
Ashley Nails down court quickly. Rebound, Sagan Leach. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds, but they're going to say stays with Crusaders.
Yeah, Lions, they're doing a very good job of keeping their composure and keeping a good attitude tonight, and they helping each other off the court. And it's just good to see some good team chemistry.
Kennedy Ailes is up for 3, and it's no good. Rebound, Sagan Leach. That's the second in the last 5 to 10 seconds.
Leach is going to bring the ball down the court. Bounce passes in and stolen by Huser.
Coach Johnson is kind of beside himself right now, turning around looking at Coach Hahn. Shot is up and no good. Rebound, once again, Avery Heilig.
Avery Heilig has 8 right now. If she can get some more points, she'll be in the double-double territory. She gives it off to Leach. Leach will attack the defense as she has all night, or most of the night, I should say. Gives it off to Heilig here on the near wing.
Coach Johnson's frustrated, telling her to keep going with the basketball, stop stopping, and just keep moving.
Yep. She'll bring it back to the top of the key. Coach Johnson calling out a set for the Lady Lions to run. Sagan's going to cut baseline. A lot of ball screens happening. Gives it off to Jalen Gaston, back to Leach. Leach will attack middle, gives it back to Smith. Smith for the 3's up and no good to the right. Gaston showing some really good hustle. About to dive into the bench, but thinks otherwise. That would probably not be good.
Number 10 checking in the lineup for the Lincoln Crusaders, as well as number 31, 10, Amelia Holland, and number 31, Addie Ellers. In the lineup for the Lions is going to be number 15, Ella Culver.
Yeah, Ella Culver looking to play some good defensive minutes. That's why Coach Johnson's putting her in right now. She provides a very good spark for the Lions. She's playing D, yep.
Feisty and intense. And that's what this team needs right now. Hold this score at 6 points.
She's playing really good off-ball defense right now and face guarding number 3.
Shot is up. It is no good. Ball's going to ricochet around and end up in the hands of Ella Culver.
Ella Culver gives it off to Heilig, over to Kalkowski. She'll bring the ball down the court. 57 seconds left here in the third. Gives it off to Johnson, top of the key, over to Culver on the wing, over to Heilig in the corner. And Heilig will be fouled.
The reach is going to be number 4, Annie Huser. That's her first personal foul. Team foul number 3 of the half for the Lincoln Christian Crusaders.
50.9 left here in the third. Lions trail by 6 into the game for the Crusaders.
Into the game, it's going to be number 32, Jenna Wiltfong, taking the place of number 42, Kennedy Ailes.
Gaston's going to be the inbounder here. Gives it up to Kalkowski. 50 seconds left here in the third. Kalkowski pull up 3-pointers up and no good. A little bit to the left and strong. Gaston's going to get the offensive rebound. Goes up. Ball's kind of tipped around. And they're going to call a push on one of the Crusaders. I don't know who it is yet. It looks to be number 32.
For the push, 32, that's going to be Jenna Wiltfong's second personal foul of this ball game, team foul number 4. Continuation of the move, as Coach Sterin mentioned the other night in the basketball game against Fort Calhoun.
Johnson's first free throw is up and good.
That's the reason why she was going continuation of her movement, because she was making a movement towards the basket, is the reason why she's shooting 2 right now.
Because they kind of just like to, Ella Johnson likes to reach over and grab the ball and put it right back up. Bruce
will go in for the shooter.
Yeah, she will be subbing in for Ella Johnson. Hopefully she can sink this next one to bring him within cuatro. There's my Spanish for the night.
Well done.
Johnson's second free throw's up and no good, a little bit long.
Rebound's going to be the Crusaders, number 10, Amelia Holen. Holen over to Ellers. Ellers to number 4, Huser. She's going to pick up her dribble, pass it over to Addie Ellers. Cross court to number 3, Ashley Nails. Back across the court to number 32, Wiltfong. 3-pointers up and good. 27-19.
Yeah, that'll put the Crusaders up by 8 going into the fourth quarter. Anyways, Johnson has it. Free throw line jumper's up and no good. That'll be a board for the Crusaders. 10 seconds left here in the third.
Wiltfong up court to Huser. Huser's going to think about pulling up. Decides to go down baseline, back out to Ellers. Ellers to the top of the key to Ailes. Ailes with the left-hander is good.
Yep.
And with that, it's going to be 29-19 to finish out the third period.
That is an extremely demoralizing way to go out of the third quarter. 5 straight points in 20 seconds with a big transition 3 and then a left-handed buzzer beater at the clock.
At this quarter break, now a word from one of our sponsors, the Hometown Team. Hometown Team is real estate professionals at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Ambassador Real Estate. They understand the importance of working with an agent who will have your best interest at heart. That is why they believe in customer service above all else and believe that every individual deserves their full commitment and loyalty. They're supported by a company that understands the customer's needs in a dynamic and rapidly changing real estate environment. This enables them to offer the most powerful real estate services to home buyers and sellers, which includes relocation services, finances, title insurance, and much more. Call the Hometown Team at 402-234-1066. Thank you, Hometown Team, for your support of Louisville Athletics. They had just made the announcement in the House that there is no school tomorrow, January 14th, due to inclement weather. And the student section went wild.
Out of abundance of caution, they better sit down.
And stay inside.
Yes, it will be cold.
It's going to be icy.
Cold,
There's going to be
snowy.
White stuff called snow falling from the air. Inbound pass goes to Ashley Nails to start the fourth period. It's going to be passed in to Harms. Harms quickly out to Holen for 3. The shot is up and no good. It's going to bounce over the head of Johnson, end up in the hands of Jalen Gaston.
Gaston's going to bring down the court. He gives it off to Leach.
Leach back to Gaston.
Gaston down to the wing to Brooke Smith. Brooke Smith being guarded heavily, even at the Lions' head. Leach, nice post entry to Gaston. Gaston's layup is up and no good. She kind of got bumped on the way up, so it hindered her shot ability a little bit.
Kind of bodied, but Amelia Holen gets it over to Swan. Her shot is up and no good. Over the back's going to be called Louisville Lion basketball. That's going to be Amelia Holen's first personal foul. That's going to be team foul number 5 of the half.
I got to give it to Lincoln Christian. They are not afraid to shoot the basketball. They have not had a very high percentage tonight, but I guess if you shoot so many you got to fall eventually, is my theory. Anyways, Leach is going to bring the ball to court. She gets trapped right at the half-court corner on the near side, and Coach Johnson's going to call a timeout it's going to be a 30 just to get Leach out of the press and for the Lions to maintain possession.
Handling pressure was one of Coach Johnson's keys for tonight's ball game. And while it's happened a few times, that trap has prevented Louisville from advancing even further. Let's see what Coach Johnson draws up to come out of this timeout.
Yeah, I think they need to get some ball screens for Jalen Gaston to get wide open underneath. That'll be huge for the Lions going forward. And if they can get more opportunities at the line and they can cash in on those, they will find themselves in a very close ball game.
And now a word from one of our sponsors, The Market. The Market, where fresh and local meets community. Come see them daily for your fresh rotisserie chicken and all of your daily grocery needs. Thank you, The Market, for your support of Louisville activities. Let's reset the scoreboard right now. Quickly, fourth quarter. It's 7:18 to go with the Lincoln Christian Crusaders up 29-19 over your Louisville Lady Lions. Right now, the Crusaders have 5 team fouls, while the Lady Lions have 4.
Yeah, so not foul trouble, not really a factor quite yet, but a couple more fouls and each team will be in the bonus. So that could be a factor coming down in the last half of the quarter, but both teams doing a pretty good job of staying out of foul trouble so far. Lions will inbound it here to start out right out of the break. Leach will bring it across the Lions' head, dribbles to the far wing, gives it off to Heilig. Heilig right in front of the bench as Coach Johnson looks on to the court to try to figure out what to do to overcome this lead. And the ball will be stolen by the Crusaders.
Kennedy Ailes just got in the way of the pass from Jalen Gaston and Ella Johnson. Quickly around over to Maddie Harms at the top of the key, Ashlyn Ailes. Ashlyn Ailes directing traffic. Her pass is going to be taken away by Brooke Smith.
Yeah, Brooke Smith's going to give it back to Leach. She'll bring it down the court as she has for most of the night. 6:45 left here in the fourth. Lions trail 10. Leach dribbling around. Wants to keep her dribble going so she can get out of these situations. Dribbles around with her left hand. Still heavy ball pressure, and they're going to call a block.
Blocks will be called Amelia Holen. That's going to be her second personal foul, team foul number 6 of the half for the Lincoln Christian Crusaders.
Yeah, Leach is pretty lucky there. She kind of almost got bailed out of a over and back violation.
But the ball was actually, where she was dribbling was one side of the timeline, and the ball was on the other. But if it wasn't for the block call, I think she would have been called for it.
Yep, Leach enters it down to the corner, down to Johnson. Johnson's going to show off her ball skill. She's dribbling around. There's kind of a fight on the floor for the ball, and they're going to call a jump ball. Possession will stay with the Lions, however. 6:23 left here in the fourth. And looks like Lincoln Christian's coach was going to
send in a platoon.
Yeah, looks like 4 ladies were going to check in for them. Anyways, Brooke Smith's going to look to inbound on the baseline, gets it over to Gaston. Gaston will get called for the shooting foul, so she will go to the line for 2. Hopefully she can cash in.
This is going to be
fouls on number 22.
Maddie Harms. 22, Maddie Harms. That's going to be her third personal foul, team foul number 7 of the half.
Gaston looking to cash in these free throws. This could be a good start to the way to come back. She cashes her first one, so that'll be good for the Lions.
29-20.
Brings the lead down to single digits for the Crusaders. 6:21 left here in the fourth. Lions are in the bonus also, which could help.
First point of the fourth quarter for the Lions.
Yep. Her second free throw is up and no good. A little bit long. Still a fight for the ball. Brooke Smith really trying hard, and Brooke's going to get called for the foul. She's probably just reaching a little too much.
That's Brooke Smith's third personal foul. That's going to be team foul number 5 of the half for the Lions. Coming in for the Lincoln Christian Lady Crusaders. Number 20, Emerson Chris. Number 4, Eddie Huser. Number 11.
Anna Holen, it looks like.
Anna Holen.
Crusaders are going to look to break the Lions' press.
She gets through.
She's going to go right through their press.
Kenny Ailes for 3 is up and no good. Rebound, Jalen Gaston.
Gives it over to Leach. Leach is going to throw it right to the defense, and it's going to be Lincoln Christian ball once again.
Holen quickly across over to Cassabaum. Cassabaum's shot is up and no good. Meanwhile, box out ends up in the hands of Chris. Timeout to be called by Coach Ellers for Lincoln Christian. 5:56 to go in this ball game. 29-20.
Yeah, once again, defensive rebounds becoming a problem for the Lions. They throw up a 3 there, and then they run away with the ball. And it's kind of a spiraling effect for the Lions.
Still down 9 with 5:56 to go here in the fourth quarter. And now a word from one of our sponsors, Louisville Athletic Booster Club. Past 5 years, the Louisville Lions Athletic Booster Club has raised and donated more than $130,000 back to the athletic, dance, and cheer teams. This has led to completed in current projects such as the Huddle coaching software, record boards, football equipment, championship banners, team chairs for basketball and volleyball, weight room racks and weights, wrestling mats, high school gym boards, track timing system, Whirlpool sports tubs, Apple iPad minis, weightlifting audio-visual programs, sports pocket calendars, and other sports incentives. Thank you to the Louisville Lions Athletic Booster Club for all the support you have given our programs. Inbound pass is going to be underneath the hoop for the Lincoln Christian Crusaders. Pass is going to go into Kennedy Ailes at the top of the key. She's looking for her next pass. She's going to look over towards Emerson Chris. Emerson Chris is going to start to drive into the lane, take it up for a right-hand layup. It's going to be no good. Ball's going to ricochet over to Brooke Smith, who gets it over to Sagan Leach.
That's a really good attack by Chris. She really used her right hand and got down underneath in a timely manner. Leach is going to bring it up. She's still being guarded heavily. Nice post entry to Gaston. She does some work. Goes up for a shot. It's swatted away. Kicks it back out to Leach. Leach looking back into Gaston. Kicks it out to Smith. Smith down to the corner to Heilig. Heilig dribbling around. Tries to get it back to the top of the key. Nice spin move to go underneath the hoop. She kicks it out. Johnson for three. Up and no good.
Air just did not catch any iron.
Yep.
Pass it into Jalen Gaston, and a foul's going to be called, going for the 1-and-1.
Yeah, it looks like Jalen Gaston's going to be shooting even more free throws. She's got to be up near 15. Yeah, this is going to be her 14th and hopefully 15th free throws for the night.
Annie Huser's second personal foul is called. 8th team foul this half for the Lincoln Christian Lady Crusaders.
Leah Kalkowski checks in the game for the Lions. Brooke Smith's going to take a break. 5:14 left here in the fourth.
Jalen approaches her first attempt in the 1-on-1.
Her free throws up and bounce around, no good.
Ends up in the hands of number 42, Kennedy Ailes. Quickly up court to Emerson Chris. Not afraid to push it is Lincoln Christian. Number 11 is going to be bodied by Jalen Gaston, who's going to get called for the foul. That's her third personal foul. Team foul number 6 of the half for the Lady Lions. 5:06 to go in this ballgame.
Yeah, one more foul. Lincoln Christian will find themselves in the bonus. Abby Bruce is going to check in for Jalen Gaston. Lions trail by 9. Not a lot of scoring here in the last couple minutes. I think the Lions have only put in one free throw, and that's been about it. Hopefully the Lions can look to make a little bit of a run here. Maybe a couple big threes to get momentum going.
And
some good defensive stops. Yep.
We'll get the ball into number 4, Annie Huser. Back to Holland, to Huser. Huser to Kennedy Ailes down in the corner. Back to across to Holland. Holland to Holland. Holland over to Huser. A lot of H names on this Lincoln Christian ball club. Three-pointer is up and good. That's a dagger. 32-20. 4:47 to go. Abby Bruce with the inbound pass.
Yeah, Abby Bruce is going to give it up to Leach. Leach is going to try to bring it up, stops, gets it over to Bruce. Bruce over to Kalkowski. Kalkowski, nice diagonal over to Johnson. Johnson to Leach. Leach to Heilig for three. Up and no good. Kalkowski is going to get the offensive rebound, and she is fouled on the way up, so she will go to the line for 2 free throws, looking to bring it back to a 10-point lead.
32-20, 4:33, and that foul was on Holland. That's her third personal foul. Team foul number 9 of the half for the Lady Crusaders.
Looks like a couple of Crusaders will be checking into the game. Kalkowski's free throw is no good, just a tad bit long. Brooke Smith's going to check into the game for the Lions for Abby Bruce. 4:33 left. Lions trail 12.
Lions only shooting 9 for 21 from the free throw line. If Coach Johnson looks back at this game and what could have been a difference made, making your free throws would have been a huge bonus.
Kalkowski makes that 10 for 22. That'll put the Lions down by 11. Lions showing a full court press here.
Maddie Harm's pass is tipped away. Timeout's going to be called. 30-second timeout called by Coach Ellers of Lincoln Christian with 4:28 to go. 32-21 lead. Team fouls 9 for Lincoln Christian and 7 for your Lady Lions.
Yeah, the Lions, they kind of need to start putting a run together here. 11 points it's not that hard to get, but they're going to need to start about right now before they try to do it with about a minute left where it's too little too late.
Coach Steeren would still be here, and if she was calling this ball game, she would say 4:28, that's plenty of time to make an attempt to get back into this ball game. You can't make an 11-point shot right here, right out of the gate, but you got to start chipping away and playing defense. That's one of Coach Johnson's ways, or the keys to this game was making some stops defensively and make sure they're making shots. They have some good looks down here on the offensive end, but they're just not finding the bottom of the net. And when they play defense against these Lady Crusaders, they need to make sure that they are right there and they are sure with getting into the lane. Katie Hale's going to bring it up herself. Her shot is going to go up and no good. Bounce around. It's going to still end up in the hands of a blue Lady Crusader.
That has been the story of the night right there. It should have been a pretty easy rebound for the Lions, and the Lady Crusaders just come in and absolutely swipe it and end up getting the Lions in foul trouble. There they get a jump ball, or it's led to second chance points. Just nothing good comes out of offensive rebounds when you're the defense.
Holland has it, gets over the corner. 3-point shot by Ashley Ailes is up and good. Another dagger, 35-21.
Yeah, Lions got to put something in here. Brooke Smith, they're getting diagonals. Gets it over to Leach. Leach finds no one. That'll be a Lincoln Christian
steal
defender.
by Kennedy Ailes. Kennedy Ailes over to Ashley Ailes. Quickly up court she comes. She's going to attack the lane. Pass off the Holland for three. Her shot looked good, but rebound, Avery Heilig.
Avery Heilig, 9 boards here, and her pass is intercepted.
Ashley Nails with the steal. Quickly over to Annie Huser. Annie Huser is going to go baseline. Decide to pull up her dribble, pass out. Ball's going to be taken away. Jump ball. Called Lion basketball.
Yeah, Lions need to go down, have a good, productive possession. Need to make it quick, and need to find something in the bottom of the net here. Trailing 14, 3:30 left. This is a great opportunity to get back in this one.
Press is on. 1-2-2 press.
Sagan Leach dribbles the ball out of bounds. That'll be another turnover for the Lions. Absolutely killing him. Right now is a turnover game.
Coach Johnson looking over the ref, asking about she was bumped. Bumped? Was she bumped? Looking at one, turning to the other one who made the call. Meanwhile, Lincoln Lady Crusaders bring the ball up. Maddie Harms has it about free throw line. She's going to drive the lane, pass it out to Kennedy Ailes. Not afraid to take a three, and it's good. 38-21. The lead increases to 17 with 3:11 to go.
Lincoln Christian has gotten extremely hot here from three. I can't remember the last time they missed one, honestly. And the Lions turn it over once again. The turnovers have been absolutely killing them here in the last 2 minutes.
Lanes are being shut pretty quick, looking for those passing lanes. Lincoln Christian is playing heady basketball. And there's a travel by Annie Huser. It's going to be Lion basketball, 2:51 to go.
Yeah, Lions got to go down and get a quick three here. Coach Eller is going to sub in 3 Crusaders. Lions are going to call a timeout. It's going to be a
full timeout
for Coach Johnson. Try to drop a game plan to get a quick three here and try to make a run back at this game. As it's kind of gotten out of hand here. Lions trail 17, 2:51 left here in the game.
Now a word from one of our sponsors, Whitty Physical Therapy. Whitty Physical Therapy is here to serve all Lions past and present. Whitty Physical Therapy offers full-service physical therapy clinic with its staff expertise to treat a variety of conditions. Their staff is trained in pediatrics through geriatrics, orthopedics, women's health, vestibular, and balance therapy. Warm water aquatic therapy pools waiting as an option to work with those patients who need it. Our pool is the only one in the area and is much closer than driving to Omaha or Lincoln. Don't forget their golf screen that has also just been recently installed. Another opportunity for you to go and take your swings during these winter months. Whitty Physical Therapy, we want to help people who need therapy and those who are looking to better their wellness. Call Dan and his crew at 402-234-3333. Thank you, Whitty Physical Therapy, for all your support of Louisville athletics.
Coach Rasby practicing his golf swing over there, but we all know he cannot golf. I've seen it. Oh, what's the
whistle blow?
The fancy red lights and horn showed up. I think it
and there is your inadvertent buzzer of the night by Mr. Hagee.
Oh my!
Happens every time we call a game.
Anyways, Heilig is dribbling up, trying to face this Crusader press, and gets it over to Smith, and that's going to be 10 seconds on the Lions. Another turnover. Avery Heilig kind of throws her hands up in frustration. Just couldn't get it across the line as the press was too tight. Lincoln Christian's going to be able to inbound the ball on their side of the court once again. Seems like it's been the story here for the last 3 to 4 minutes.
Ashley Nails into Emerson Chris, taking it up across the Lion logo at the middle of the court. She's at top key being guarded by Brooke Smith. She's been passed over to Holland on the elbow, being guarded by Heilig. Heilig gets her to pass over to Ailes. Ailes is going to be back to Chris. Chris over to Harms. Harms is going to find Ashley Nails to Holland. Holland's going to break around. Go up for the layup and blocked by Ella Johnson.
Ella Johnson, it looks like Sagan Leach is going to get the rebound. She'll bring the ball up the court for the Lions. Pass it up to Heilig. Heilig looks across, gets it to Johnson. Johnson, quick three, up and no good to the left.
Rebound, but the ball's going to be bouncing around, and it's going to be end up in the hands of Holland for Lincoln Christian. Quickly down at the elbow, moving towards the corner. Holland's going to switch, dribble, and then pass over to Emerson Chris. Emerson Chris looking over towards Ashlyn Ailes. Ashlyn Ailes has it. Been a force to be reckoned with in tonight's ballgame. Passes off to Maddie Harms. Maddie Harms to Holland. Holland has it at her hip. Passes over to Emerson Chris. Chris backs up to the logo as the ref starts his 5 count. Picks up off to Holland. Holland into Kennedy Ailes, who's going up against Heilig. Her left-handed shot is up and no good, but the foul's to be called. Number 23, Avery Heilig.
That's going to be Heilig's first personal foul. That'll be the Lions' 8th team foul. But Lincoln Christian will go to the line for 2. Leah Kalkowski is going to be checking into the game for the Lions.
Whoa,
that was a Capsbeaster field scream if I've ever heard one.
First shot is up and good by Kennedy Ailes. 38-21.
Save that one to my memories.
Might need to send that one to me as well, Gage.
I will.
At some point.
Kalkowski is going to get the rebound, gives it off to Sagan Leach. She'll bring it up to court for the Lions. 1:25 left here in the 4th. Sagan Leach dribbling around over to Kalkowski. Gaston doing some work in the post. Kalkowski gets it into Gaston, and it's going to go right through Gaston's hands, and it's going to be a steal for the Crusaders.
Quickly up the court they come. Emerson Chris has it. A little off kilter of the top of the key. Ashley Ailes tries to screech through. Brings over Ava Schneider. Schneider has it top of the key. He's going to move over to the elbow. Emerson Chris almost loses the handle, maintains possession. She has it being guarded by Sagan Leach. A
5-second closely guarded call for the Crusaders, so the Lions will take over possession here. Down 17, 48.1 seconds left.
Oh.
Honored to be in that selfie.
There we go. Broadcasting duo back again.
Lions will bring it across the court.
41 seconds to go, down 17.
Swinging it across. Heilig getting a lot of back screens for the Lions, trying to get something for her to shoot it. Kalkowski dribbles.
Shot is up
Dribble
and good.
pull up and good.
38-23.
Lions trail by 15, 27 seconds left.
Schneider has it. They're calling for the trap. Meanwhile, they keep passing, and they're breaking this opportunity for trap.
Yeah.
Ailes has it at the logo.
They're probably just going to dribble out the rest of the game here.
15 seconds left.
If they got 2 points every second right now, they would be winning. Quick math.
11.5 seconds to go. Coach Pillars takes a timeout.
Okay.
No timeout called as everybody stood around, looked at each other like, what
That was fun.
Kind of an awkward situation.
Word.
11 seconds to go. Inbound pass by Lincoln Christian goes to Schneider.
Lions still showing some heart here.
Even down 15 and the waning moments.
5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1.
And that's your ball game. Lincoln Christian comes into the Lions Den and comes out victorious, 38-23 over your Lady Lions. Would like to thank you all for watching tonight's ball game. Once again, I would like to thank Gage Schulting for rejoining me up in the broadcast booth. It's been great, Gage.
It's been an honor. It was fun to be back. Hopefully I can come back and do it again. But yeah, thanks for having me.
And as always, thanks to Coach Rasby down there at Master Control flipping switches and making us sound better, along on the LPS Activities account on YouTube. Once again, thanks for joining us tonight. Please stay safe as the weather comes in. No school tomorrow. 40
the
years.
big 6-0.
40 years old. Yeehaw. Signing off.